Hello, and welcome back to our lessons on Microsoft PowerPoint. And the lesson that we want to go over today is we want to go over inserting charts. So the first thing we want to do is insert a new slide. We go up to our slide on our ribbons and select the drop down arrow for new slide. And then we select the table and content slide. Now under the table content slide, which we discussed in previous modules, that you have icons within there to which you can select content or your objects. And so in this one, instead, what we want to do is insert a chart. We're working on charts. When you click on your charts icon, then you're going to get your insert chart dialog box. In your insert chart dialog box, you'll see what you have to the left of your chart, the box. You see different charts which you can input into your slide presentation. The common ones are generally listed on top, like the column. You have lines. You have the pie chart, the bar chart, area chart. If you click, you can see the different charts that you have that you can input into your presentation. Those that toward the bottom are more your newer charts that you can input into your presentation. Back up to columns. Now, if you scroll across the top of your dialog box, you see where you have different charts of the column or whatever you selected, but you can see the different variations of that chart that you may want to put into your presentation. So for simple reasons, simplicity, I just want to stick with just a plain chart. So once you select a chart that you want to put into your presentation, you click OK. Once you click OK, then your slide is going to populate with that chart. When the chart opens, you're going to get instantaneously Excel sheet, a Microsoft Excel sheet, which is done for your PowerPoint presentation. Inside that sheet, you have generic data, basically a default data. So it helps to know in advance what it is that you want to do, what you want to input in your chart, so or the data that you have. So for the sake of these lessons, we just want to do something real simple. I put in here a couple of names for my organization and do this one right here. Now, note that as we click into the chart, the Excel sheet, that the name there, all the data that we put in the chart is going to be reflected in the chart itself. So let's go categories. Let's go keep it simple. Pens. I want to complicate it maybe. Pens, pencils. Let's go paper. And let's go folders. And then for the numbers, the same thing is going to reflect. Now notice when we do this, now you have pens, pencils, and papers here. And for the sake of this one, let's just say how many days sold. Let's see. Darren sold, let's say 5 cases. Delia sold 20 cases because there's our top salesperson. And then Randy sold 7. The same thing with I'll do an arrow over just so we can move through this in a decent manner. That's 2, 2, 2, 4. Let's go 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, if you notice here also, when we do this one, it reflects the sales, our so-called sales over here. Once we're done with inputting our data, we can close the dialog box. And then let's see. Let's give this sales. Give our title outside of title. Okay. Now, down we see here that the data that we've inputted in our spreadsheet is also the data that's reflected in our chart. Now, what you can do if you want, you can have options. You go chart design. In your chart design, you select different styles of charts that you want. This will be also depending on what it is that you want to present and who your audience is that you're presenting your slides to. Then of course, you can do drop down arrow, and then you can go to different slide variations here, chart variations here. Let's stick with this one. Simple. This looks easier to read. Let's give our chart title. Let's go on supplies. Okay, so now we give our chart a title. Now, if we discuss also in other modules, we can go here. We can change the color of our slides to reflect different colors of our objects in our chart. And I'm going to keep it simple as we have it here. Here, over here, you can also change the chart and style, which we've done here before. It's just another way of getting to the chart that you want to add to your chart. And you can also do here. Here you can add an element to your chart. To add an element to your chart, an element is any object that is within the chart itself. Your axis, where you can have a primary axis here. I want to do it here. Or you can do your axis titles. Right now we have axis title, where you can move your title to the side. Let's do here. Your titles over here. But I don't like that one, so let's undo that one. You have quick access layout, which you can change the layout of your chart. Which, like I said, for simple reason, we want to keep everything as simply as we can. If you want to edit your chart, you go over here, you select the table, select data, or you can edit the data here. If you edit the data, what you're basically going to do is going to pull up another chart, your Excel chart again. Let's say we want to add additional row. Let's see, Carl. Let's do a Carl. Yeah, Carl has. You know now Carl is now added. Let's go Carl with something similar. 777. 8. There. Now notice now we have added Carl. That we now added Carl, and the Carl has also reflected. So this is how you edit data. Right now, this is what we have for Microsoft PowerPoint, inserting charts. We'll come back later and visit editing charts or formatting charts. Until the next time we see you, you have a great day and God bless you.